We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. Deployment of Filipino workers to India may now resume after the Department of Migrant Workers recently lifted the ban. DMW Advisory No. 2 series of 2023 states that the reconsideration was based on the advice sought by the agency to the Department of Foreign Affairs due to numerous requests from concerned workers. The advisory states that based on the DMW's request, the DFA provided the following as basis to consider the appeals. First, that India has already passed labor and social laws protecting workers' rights, including migrants. Second is that it is already a party to core labor conventions. And the third consideration states that although there is no bilateral labor agreement between the Philippines and India, there is already an ongoing negotiation on providing Filipino migrant workers social security coverage. However, deployment of household service workers is not included until the country is fully certified as a compliant country under Republic Act No. 8042 or the Migrant Workers and Overseas Filipinos Act of 1995 as amended by Republic Act 10022. Deployment of OFWs to India was suspended in December 2022 following a report from the Philippine Embassy in New Delhi stating that it is a non-compliant destination country for OFWs. The Philippine Embassy in New Delhi said they are now receiving and handling requests for employment contract authentication. Based on available data, around 2,000 Filipinos are currently staying and working in India, mostly professional and skilled workers. Meanwhile, the country has incurred a total of 1.26 billion pesos worth of damage to agriculture and infrastructure following the recent torrential rains and floods brought by the northeast monsoon, shear line, and low-pressure area. The Office of Civil Defense said agricultural damage in the Cagayan Valley, Central Luzon, Mimaropa, BuCor region, Western Visayas, Northern Mindanao, Davao region, Soc-Sargen, and Caraga has reached over 833 million pesos. Meanwhile, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol, Central Visayas, Northern Mindanao, Davao region, Soc-Sargen, and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao have all reported infrastructure damage totaling to 430.48 million pesos. A total of 1,780 houses were damaged, 1,232 of which were classified as partially damaged and 548 as totally damaged. The number of reported deaths rose to 39, with 19 confirmed and 20 still being verified. The number of injured remains at 12 and missing persons at 7. So far, about 475,983 families, equivalent to almost 2 million persons, have been affected by the effects of bad weather. In other news, the Bureau of Corrections is investigating 30 of its wardens for their alleged involvement in the handling of money of persons deprived of liberty or PDLs. BuCor officer in charge Gregorio Catapang Jr. revealed that they confiscated over 300,000 pesos in cash handed to jail guards and personnel for safekeeping by PDLs. Catapang said they have yet to find out where the PDLs were supposed to use this money for, as prisoners could only receive about 2,000 pesos per day. He also revealed that another kind of illegal activity is the 10 to 12% cut taken by jail guards from the money electronically sent to the PDLs. In a separate interview, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Boying Remulla said the guards took as high as 20% from this money. With this, Catapang said that reforms on the system of sending money to inmates will be implemented by the BuCor. Rescuers are now looking for a Cessna plane and its passengers that went missing in Isabela on Tuesday. The plane left Kawayan Airport at 2:15 p.m. and was on its way to Maconacon Airport, but it never arrived at its destination. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, or CAAP, said they have identified the 6 passengers, including the pilot. They are Captain Eliazar Marcoven, Tommy Manday, Val Camatoy, Mark Aaron Sigera, Sam Sigera, and Josefa Perla España. Authorities initially failed to expand search and rescue operations at the Sierra Madre mountain range due to inclement weather. The Isabela Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office said the wind around Sierra Madre was turbulent around the time the plane left. The Air Force has also been tapped to search for the plane and its passengers. Meanwhile, a Philippine Air Force plane crashed in Pilar, Bataan this morning, killing both of its pilots. The Air Force Marchetti SF-260 with tail number 29-01 crashed in the middle of a rice field at Sitio Tabon, Barangay del Rosario. Witnesses saw the plane descending fast before it finally crashed. The police have yet to release the names of the two victims. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head onto the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Presidential Communications Office and on Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change.